What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Gridiron Insight. I am your host, Carl. I'm actually flying solo this week. My other co-host might pop in. I know he was a little busy. So let's get right into it. It's week 1 of the NFL season. On Thursday, we had the opening game of the season was the Ravens at the Chiefs. Now, right before the game started, there actually was a weather advisory. Major downpour. So they were able to play the game, which was amazing. It was 27-20 with the Chiefs winning the game. Couldn't have asked for a better game. There was a lot of supposedly controversial calls, like a player stepped out of bounds with his toe. But let's get right into some of the stats here. So, under the Ravens, for the passing yards, you have Lamar Jackson. He was 26 for 41, 273 yards, 1 touchdown. For Mahomes, 20 of 28, 291 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Rushing yards, you have, again, Lamar Jackson. 16 carries, 126 yards. 122 yards. Pacquiao, 15 carries, 45 yards, 1 touchdown. That's a good one. Receiving, Baltimore, likely 9 receptions, 111 yards, 1 touchdown. Rice, 7 receptions, 103 yards. So that was a great game. Let's see, one other thing. It was, again, it was held in Kansas City. So give me 1 second, folks. Sorry about that, folks. Okay. So, and then last night in Brazil, you had the Packers at the Eagles. Eagles won 34-29. However, Packers lost their quarterback at the end. Packers quarterback Love got injured in the final minute of the game. They believe it's an MCL sprain, not a tear, but he's going to be reevaluated. And if it's just a sprain, he's going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks, which is not very good. So let's go over the stats for this. Under the Packers, Love, 17 for 34, 260 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jalen Hurts, 20 for 34, 278 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Rushing, Jacoby's, 16 carries, 84 yards. Under the Eagles, Barkley, 24 carries, 109 yards, 2 touchdowns. Under the receiving yards, Reed, 4 receptions, 138 yards, 1 touchdown. Under the Eagles, A.J. Brown, 5 receptions, 119 yards, 1 touchdown. So that's that. Plus, you have your other games for tomorrow, which we'll get into in a little bit. But let's get into some news here. Again, like I was saying, there was, I believe, 6 seconds left of the game when he got injured. Love just signed back in July a 4-year, $220 million contract, making him the highest in the NFL for quarterbacks. Behind him is, where was it? So Malik Willis, who was acquired by the Packers in a trade from the Titans last week, took the final 2 snaps, an incompletion and a sack. The only other quarterback under the contract with the Packers is Sean Clifford, last season's backup, who was released last month in the final cut, but re-signed to the practice squad. Now, the Packers open a week from tomorrow at home. So this is going to be interesting. So that's not good for a good start for the quarterback for Packers. And then also, too, Jamar Chase has been holding out. And it is tentatively planning to have him play tomorrow against the Patriots. But if he doesn't play, they have a backup plan. It's a contract dispute that he's doing. And then also, who was the other one? Yes. Las Vegas Raiders placed Malcolm Kunze on injured reserve. He suffered a knee injury in practice, and one day before the opener versus the Chargers. So that's not good. And that was only today. He's coming off a career best 8.0 sack season and was entering a contract year. So he'll only miss 4 games, but it's enough. Oh, wait a minute. He will miss 4 games, but sources say the injury could be season ending. So that's what you got to keep an eye out, especially for you fantasy football fans out there. Keep an eye on that. Jets are starting the season without defensive end Riddick. He's still holding out. For those that are holding out, I don't know why. You're getting paid good money. Why are you holding out for a bigger pay? It's unbelievable. Just go out and play the game. Have fun. Chargers wide receiver Clark, his hip, he was placed on injury reserve. He's going to miss at least the next 4 games. So that's not a good thing when you have a starter on that. But let's go into just going over real quick. You have the Patriots at the Bengals, 1 o'clock game. Cardinals at the Bills, a 1 o'clock game. Vikings at the Giants, 1 o'clock. Titans at the Bears, 1 o'clock. Panthers at the Saints, 1 o'clock. Steelers versus the Falcons, 1 o'clock. Jaguars and Dolphins at 1 o'clock. And the last 1 o'clock game is the Texans at the Colts. Then you have the Raiders at the Chargers at 4:05. Broncos and Seahawks, 4:05. Cowboys at Browns, 4:25. Commanders and Buccaneers, 4:25. Rams and Lions, 4:20. I'm sorry, that's the 8 o'clock game. And then again on Monday, you have the Jets at the 49ers at 8:20. Check those games out. Now, let's go to the college football, because you had some major upsets this week. We'll start with Northern Illinois versus Notre Dame. 35 seconds left of the game. Northern Illinois kicks a game-winning field goal to win the game 16-14. Then you have number 12 ranked Miami versus Florida A&M. Right now, it is in the 4th quarter, 6 minutes and 48 seconds left. Miami has a ball. 1st and 10 at Florida A&M. 37. It is 53-9. Then you had Alabama and Florida State, which is at halftime right now. It is 14-6 with Alabama winning. These are games going on right now, folks, that I'm giving you out. You got Buffalo versus number 9 Missouri. 6 minutes, 16 seconds, third quarter, 1st and 10, Buffalo 4. Buffalo's got the ball. It is 24-0. You also have number 19 ranked Kansas versus Illinois. 4 minutes, 57 seconds of the third quarter. It is 17-13. Then you have West Michigan versus number 2 state, Ohio State. 1 minute, 4 seconds left of the second quarter. 4th and 4 on the Ohio State's 34-yard line, with Ohio State having the ball 35-0. That's in the second quarter, 35-0. That says a lot. And then you also have 14-ranked Tennessee versus 24th North Carolina State. 1 minute, 56 seconds left of the second quarter. 4th and 3rd on the North Carolina State 15-yard line. North Carolina State has the ball. It is 17-3 for Tennessee. This is halftime score. Nicholas versus ranked 18 LSU. It's 23-14 LSU, again at halftime. Then you also have Houston versus 15th ranked Oklahoma. 1 minute, 49 seconds left of the second quarter. 4th and 1. Houston 13. It is Houston got the ball. It is Oklahoma 14, Houston 3. And then you got Appalachian State versus Clemson. 11 minutes, 10 seconds of the second quarter. 1st and 10 at the Clemson 15. It is 42-0. Now we're going to get into the final scores. Number 3rd ranked Texas versus 10th ranked Michigan, 31-12. You have Bowling Green versus number 8 Penn State, 34-27 Penn State. You got Arkansas versus 16th ranked Oklahoma State, 39-31 Oklahoma State. 17th ranked Kansas State versus Tulane, 34-27 Kansas State. 23rd ranked Georgia Tech versus Syracuse. Georgia Tech lost 31-28 to Syracuse. That's a close game. Then you have Tennessee. Which one is this? Tennessee Tech versus number ranked Georgia. Georgia 48-3. Baylor versus 11 ranked Utah, 23-12 for Utah. Iowa State versus 21st ranked Iowa, 20-19 Iowa State. I like it when it's a close game. When it's a blowout, it's stupid. Then you got Jack State versus 22nd ranked Louisville. Louisville winning 49-14. MTSU versus 6th ranked Ole Miss. Ole Miss destroyed them 52-3. Then tonight you have Boise State versus number 7 ranked Oregon. Then you also have Northern Arizona versus 20th ranked Arizona. And then at 11 p.m. tonight, you have Utah State versus USC, ranked number 13. So if you guys want, check those out. Let's go into some news here. Uh, there was one that I saw that was like, wait, what? Oh, yes. There is some sad news from college football. Former Clemson receiver Overton passes away at the age of 26. There is no cause given. He played for Clemson from 2016 to 2019. He was a four-star prospect out of Page High School back in 2016. Across his 4 seasons with the Tigers, he totaled 52 receptions for 777 yards, 7 touchdowns. Serving as a reserve during the program's 2016-2018 national title runs. He was voted permanent team captain in his senior in 2019. On behalf of the Gridiron Insight, we give the families our condolences. It's just sad when you see a young age like that really, unfortunately, losing their lives. You don't want to see that happen. Here we go. Mississippi running back Smith is out for the season with a right knee injury. Smith, who had 509 kick return yards and 4 offensive touchdowns in 2023, suffered the injury in the first quarter of last week's game against North Alabama. So, for those of you that are watching it, he is completely out of the season. I don't see what it was for, what type of injury. It's not saying here. But that's sad when you have somebody like that going down. There was another one that I saw. Hold on one second. Okay. I know I went through everything real quick. Unfortunately, I don't really have much this week. Next week will definitely be a lot better. My other co-host will be here, but we're going to cut this as short for tonight. For those of you that are watching, thank you. We appreciate it. Do us a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon. It costs you nothing. It's free. It helps us out. Once we get to 100 subscribers, we get our own custom URL. But check us out on that. And we appreciate everybody. So, again, I know it's an early night for everybody. So, until then, we'll all catch you on the flip side.